Hello and welcome back to GBRLIFE tutorials under the new vlog umbrella of Kaleidoscope Visions. I'm Caitlin, and today we're diving into a powerful tool for managing your projects efficiently, ClickUp. If you're juggling multiple tasks, teams, or projects and finding it hard to keep everything organized, ClickUp might just be the solution you've been looking for. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through what ClickUp is, its key features, and how to get started, and some tips to make the most of it. Are you ready to streamline your project management? Let's dive in right after our 10-second intro.
Tutorial. Going to ask you a million questions.
ClickUp is an all-in-one project management tool designed to help you plan, organize, and collaborate on projects efficiently. Whether you're managing a small team or handling multiple large-scale projects, ClickUp offers a variety of features that can adapt to your needs. So the key features inside of ClickUp is that they can offer task management, so they can create, assign, and track tasks with ease, customizable views, so you can switch between lists, boards, calendars, and Gantt chart views, time tracking, so you can track the time spent on tasks to improve productivity. There's collaboration tools, and you can comment on tasks, tag team members, and share files, plus all the integration. If you connect ClickUp with other tools you're already using, like Google Drive, Slack, and more, you're going to be really getting the best out of it. It's Monday morning, and you're staring at a chaotic to-do list scattered across sticky notes, emails, and random pieces of paper, and you have a big project kickoff meeting in an hour, but you're not sure if you got everything ready. Well, that's where ClickUp comes in. Once you get yourself kind of just set up and signed in, and what I mean by that is you just created an account, you can just go over to ClickUp's website and sign up for that free account, by the way. You'll be prompted to create a workspace. You can see that right over here. This is your spaces. And you can put your projects, tasks, and make it where your teams will live. So let's go through creating your first space. Although you do see a space of mine already, but all you have to do is click on the space button right here, new space, and you give your space a name, any name that you would want. We'll pretend in this case, in this story, it's marketing campaigns. I think that's how you spell it. And then you would choose a privacy setting. You can also color scheme your space and add an avatar. I'm going to go ahead and make this pink. Add a description. Let's make it private. Continue. And then from here, you can add projects, tasks, and so much more just by selecting starter, marketing teams, project management, and product and engineering. I do love personally the projects and tasks options within project management, and it does make a difference. So you see the starter comes up with these defaults. If I go here, you can see that it changes. I'll just go ahead and press project management and select create space. And then from there, you can just start adding your tasks right here under lists, or you can add a doc or your first folder, but the task option is right here. Pretty easy, not complicated. And of course, you add your due date. You can write with AI. You can still add that doc, reminder, chat. There's also a whiteboard. I mean, it's kind of sky's the limit when it comes to the customization. Now, from here, you also have these views. Whatever you add, you can look at it in different views, whichever way is going to work best for you in getting it done. Plus, you can add a view with your list, calendar, Gantt, table, add a dashboard. See your activity, especially if you have a team. What's the workload? Mind map, maps. And all of these embedded options, YouTube, Figma, a website, sky's the limit. Let me show you directly with some of GBRLIFE stuff. These are my live streams. I go live every Wednesday, 9:45 Central Standard Time, across social media, so be sure to find me there, including if you're watching this on YouTube. But from here, I already have it set up as to what I'm going to be doing for the entire year. These can change, and I do need the flexibility of that. I did find that many people were asking for me to go over Streamlabs, and today I just went through Streamlabs. So you can watch that live video. I will link it right up here. But that being said, you can see I have it listed under complete, but I can look at this in multiple views. Because I already added, which you can see, I added all of this through a CSV import. They help you create that easily. All you have to do is go over to your settings where you can see the little icon of you, top right corner, and then just select settings, and then you would click on imports and exports. That's really it. You add your file. I have my CVS import. CSV import. Clearly I'm thinking about convenient food or convenience store. And from there, I told it to separate it based off of these lists, but you can do that based on how you want to do it. There's a lot of different options. And when you go to do that, they will give you the opportunity to see the different options that you want to, how you want to create that. So it's really going to be up to you, but I created it with having each item that I do as a separate thing to just make it quicker and easier for me. My favorite aspect is the boards. And this is something that I was also able to do easily by just figuring out like what I did on a day-to-day and where I needed to move it to. But I love the boards because all I have to do is I have these in queue, but you know, TikTok Live, for example, I haven't gone through Creative AI, but I know it's going to be coming up next week. So I can go ahead and add it to in queue if I wanted to, or I can just pick it up or hold it and bring it back over to to-do. But if I don't want to do that and it's too much, see, I have all this content over here. If it's too much for me, I can go directly to live stream and just select it and then decide on what status I'd like it to show instead. And I can also just add in whatever I kind of want. If I need to add in more information under the list view, I can do that. Plus, ClickUp has the opportunity for you to add commands. So really, it's just dependent on what you want and how you like to see it. Plus, there's the calendar view. Right up top, over here, you're always going to see all the different views. You just have to select view, determine the one that you want, and then from there, it will always stay kind of right here. Think about it like you're using not just a website, but you're using like Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer. I don't think that exists anymore, but I think it's called Google. Wow, they would hate me. Edge instead. But you would have your bookmarks. Well, it's the same thing up here. They're basically looking at it like it's your bookmarks on how you want it. But in speaking of favorite views, you know what the best view is? Automation. So you can see as I'm over here under spaces and I've clicked on within the CVS import, CSV import, I'm under live stream, but it could be any one of these, and you will notice it says it on all of them right here, automations. So if I were to select automations, I don't have any set up right now, but I can add an automation to make my life easier, again, based on what is best for me. This reminds me a lot of Zapier. Zapier also works with ClickUp, so you can use that as well. And I believe Make also works with ClickUp. But this allows you to automate tasks. Just so many different options. But you just have to go through and decide kind of what you want. But say when due date arrives, and it is in the closed status, then I want it to duplicate. That would be horrible. But it really just depends on what I want to do. But here's the other great part about ClickUp. Within this, I can also ask AI to automate it for me. So I just tell it, and it shows an example, when a task is created, then change the assignee. And then it will actually put that there for me, and I would just continue over here and press create. That's it. I mean, it really is that simple. And in addition to all of that, remember, you can easily adjust anything. So even though you have an automation set up, as long as you know how you've automated, you can still go in and customize how you feel it's best. You can just go back over to the automation and update it, or the automation itself will just work with it because it wasn't affected by it, because ClickUp is that customizable. In addition to your spaces, you also have your home view, so you can see your everything, your inbox, which I don't have anything because I don't have any teams, documents, anything you'd like to add over here, dashboard. This is also customizable. So if I wanted a new dashboard, I just literally select create a dashboard, go to team reporting, time tracking, project management, client portal, or simple dashboard. If I click on time tracking, I had live stream, but I can select something else if I want to. Because remember, I have my CSV import. And apparently I'm selecting everything literally. And say I want to visualize this year by the days, no, by the weeks. And then I would create the dashboard, and it would visualize it for me and help to track the time. It would show me and report on time tracking and the metrics. I think that time tracking is a lot better done with ClickUp when it comes to your team situations. I wouldn't necessarily use that for you yourself, but if you do want to see how productive you're being, time tracking is also great. But my view of it is it's tracking what you're doing in this and how long you're taking to complete something versus tracking you actually getting the work done. This is an opinion, but I am more about trying to get the actual work done than this tool telling me how much I used that tool or how long I went from one status to the next status. And then you have also your client portal. So you can talk to your clients directly through ClickUp. Really great for somebody who's doing things like graphic design. Next, you also have timesheets. So for those who are doing small business and you'd like your entire team to be on ClickUp, you can do that. You can have your timesheet. They can add it right here. And there is more. So you will notice that these are also selected, pinned right over here. And really the only other options are whiteboards and goals. But you will also notice that those options also kind of show up here under your spaces, because the space is really meant for you to make it your own thing. It's made for you to track if you want to track multiple items or one. But think about it like this. If you have a project and you have multiple layers to the project, the space is that project, and the multiple layers within that project is, you know, your different categories, but it's all under one project, one space. But you can have multiple spaces, and that's the reason why. And if you don't want your space anymore, all you have to do is go to the 3 lines or 3 dots and press delete. It is going to ask you to make sure you're not AI, marketing campaigns, and I just press delete, and that's it. View all spaces all in one place. You can add your spaces right here. Just press new space. So you see, I don't really have that many spaces, so it's not really going to do much for me when I select this. But it's great for the teams in that aspect. And that's ClickUp. Do you have any questions about ClickUp? Or are there any other project management tools that you're curious about? Is there something within ClickUp that you'd like me to show you in particular? This was a general tutorial on how to get yourself set up to begin with? Make sure to drop any of those questions in the comments below. And that's it for today's tutorial. Join us next week for more insights and tips on optimizing your workflows and managing your projects efficiently, unless you'd like me to talk about something else. And remember, with all of our content on GBRLIFE.com and our fabulous Mama Koala clothing line, you don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. Thanks for watching.
Life's grand ballet.